I found a new kind of like slop content on Twitter that was served to me, and the crux of it
AI
is no, just like trash, contrived nonsense for clicks that's not meant to be interesting or funny or anything. And it's this guy, and I got served 2 of them the same night, and it was the same guy, and so I'm convinced obviously it's like his channel, and his whole shtick is like going into, first of all, it's under the premise, the cover of like social experiment, but one of the videos is he goes into a restaurant, and I'm convinced he and the waitress are in on it because it's this horse shit, and then everyone else in the restaurant is just trying to enjoy their fucking pizza at California Pizza Kitchen or whatever, and this waitress walks over, and this guy is like doing T-Rex retard hands, and she's like, "What would you like to eat?" And he's like, "Oh, what I want to eat is pizza." And then like it shows like little cuts to like the people around eating, looking at him like, "What the fuck is this?" And then the waitress rudely is like, "Are you drunk, sir?" And then he's like, "No, I have a traumatic brain injury from being in the army. But can I get a fucking Sicilian style thin crust?" Like that kind of thing. And like the waitress is being rude to him. And I guess the whole experiment, quote unquote, is seeing if the aggravated diners around them will step up and be like,
"This is an old one.
Stop bullying this guy and let him order pizza." And of course, it's just bothering people. I just saw it.
No, okay, so this is I'm sure that this guy on the internet's doing it brand new, but he's copied something from, I think John Stossel did that. It's one of those like Dateline, like nighttime news programs where they do an undercover thing like this. Like they'll have somebody like go after an interracial couple. They'll have someone be incredibly rude to the waitress and like throw her money on the ground. Like there was one where maybe someone didn't have enough money when they're checking out, like they're buying groceries and they don't have the money, and the checkout girl is like, "You couldn't figure that out before you got up here and wasted everyone's time, you porry." Like just the meanest.
That's understandable. Do a little math, figure it out. Yeah. don't make me.
I'm not here for it. I prefer the term brokey.
Yeah, brokey.
But it gives the people who are in the hidden cameras, of course, but it gives those people in line the chance to be like, "Hey, no need for that. How much is it?" And like pick up the tab for the person and like be the hero.
Keep the money. I saw another one with the same guy later that same evening. I haven't seen any more of these, and he needs to serve me more of these on Twitter. And it was this guy, same dude, also doing T-Rex retard hands. And so I think it's an excuse for him to like pretend to be like that, really. And he's in a gym, and he's like reaching up like this, trying to like get the bar for a lat pull down machine, but his fucking T-Rex hands can't get it. And then it like zooms in on some like gigantic black guy in the background who's lifting, and he's like, "Oh man, he's looking at his face. He's just probably thinking like, oh man, this white guy needs some help. He's gonna hurt himself." And so he walks over and like helps him like latch his hands, and instead of saying like, "Hey man, maybe this isn't the workout for you,"
maybe push
like,
day, huh?
"Yeah, let me pull that down for you, and you can hook your little retard hands over the top, then you can do that." And he's like twitching and doing the retard, like seeing like he has cerebral palsy, and it's like, who is this for? Who is that? What is the content for? Like, you're showing what a great guy the nice black guy is for feeling so uncomfortable he had to like loop this guy's hands around the lat pole bar thing.
I'm going to disagree with you here. This doesn't sound like slop. This sounds like good content.
It's all made up. The guy's not retarded.
So says you.
I can tell.
I think everyone involved will be
Of course he's not actually retarded, but the real thing is that the black guy helped a strange retarded white man do his lat pull down workout.
Why is this guy setting up bizarre scenarios?
To show the kindness
clicks?
and to show the kindness and humanity, and also to get clicks.
I'm going to go pretend to be homeless and bother people. And then when they buy me a sandwich, I'm going to go, "You're on Taylor camera. It means you're a good guy." That's ridiculous. That's insane. That'd be so funny. I do it for a day, and I realize the amount of White Castle sliders I can get, and I just stick with it.
Yeah. Apparently, like, you can do pretty well panhandling. Like, beggars make out. Like if you're a good beggar,
Yeah.
like if you're in a good area and you've got a good scam, they do well enough. Like I've seen a few of them where they catch the beggar going back to her Mercedes. She's been over here begging at the entrance to Walmart, like no, no money, no food, 3 kids, help whatever you can. And she's like folded her sign up and she's getting in her $80,000
Yeah.
car and leaving. And I've seen a bunch of people do that.
Little scam artists.
The morning radio show out here when I was like 20, and I'd listen to it every day going back to work, they would do this thing called Torture Tuesday, where they would make one member of the crew go do something awful, like out in the world. Like they'd strap him to the roof of a car, or they'd make him bungee jump, and one time they made him beg. They made him be a beggar under a bridge or something. And he's like, I've made $85. It's been he's like, I'm making more here than I do at work. It's like he was making, I think he had to be out there until he made like $200, and he did it before the morning show was over. Like he was making out. It's crazy.
That is crazy. And if you're making that much money begging, there's really no incentive to not beg. Like it's all tax free. You just find some landlord who's fine taking a cashier's check or a money order.
You launder it somehow. If you're begging for money, you find a way to wash that money up. Yeah, I think begging is especially if you're a pretty girl. I guess that's what OnlyFans is, though.